Hello, everyone. Welcome to This Day. It is Wednesday, November 24th. Now, we have one meeting to tell you about today, and that is at 9:30 this morning, and that is our third Resident Policy and Compliance Committee. That will be in the boardroom as well as virtual, and you can follow along at lagunawoodsvillage.com/meetings. Now, on our show today, we have two doctors. We have a doctor from OC Vitality. It's Dr. Shivali Panchal Gruer. Then we also have Dr. Shawdeep Tung here with us on behalf of Memorial Care Saddleback Medical Center. So lots of great information for you today. Let's go ahead and take a look at our weather. We are looking at sunny skies. Look at it, already gorgeous to start off our morning. We are looking at possibly some gusty winds today, but 72-54, and then tomorrow, our Thanksgiving Day, 73-52. We will not have a This Day tomorrow, and then on Friday, it'll be partly sunny, 72-54. Again, no This Day on Friday. However, on Saturday, we'll be back at 9 a.m. with a beautiful sunny day, 79-55, and then very nice on Sunday, 79-54. Our sunrise this morning was at 6:30, and our sunset will be at 4:45. And thank you, Mark, for sending in this beautiful photo down at Newport with a nice sun setting. If you have a photo you'd like to share with us, either someplace here in Southern California that you have visited or somewhere around here in the village, or a destination someplace far away, please share it with us at lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. All right, when we come back, we will have Memorial Care Saddleback Medical Center, so stick around.
At Norm Reeves Honda Superstore Irvine, we want to buy your car. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1, we come to you. On-site professional appraisals now available at your home or office. 2, you come to our dealership just minutes away for an on-the-spot appraisal. 3, value your car online at normreeveshondairvine.com. It's your choice. Plus, you get paid in 1 day or less. At Norm Reeves Honda Superstore in the Irvine Auto Center, we will buy your car.
For more than 30 years, Active Care has been providing the highest level of care to residents with Alzheimer's or other memory loss. We specialize in memory care. That's our sole focus. With 3 levels of care and an engaging activity program, Active Care enhances life for every resident every day. Our newest community, Active Care Laguna Hills, will open this fall. We're now accepting reservations. Call 949-877-8233 to learn more.
Introducing Raya's Paradise San Clemente. Boasting a total of 50 luxurious apartments, Raya's Paradise is complete with a multitude of amenities, including a rooftop lounge, restaurant, fitness studio, outdoor courtyards, and beauty salon. Embrace the San Clemente lifestyle with stunning ocean views and the look and feel of a high-end resort. Our doors will be opening soon. Visit us online or call for more information. Raya's Paradise, a tradition of quality care.
Pacific Cremation Services offers you the ultimate freedom to become one with the salty breezes and brilliant sunset reflections. A scattering at sea is a unique, beautiful way to honor the life of anyone who chooses to be cremated. We help you plan the details and understand what to expect. Choose from our 3 simple plans and let us help you start the process of healing and life celebration. Contact us at pacificcremationservices.com to create a personalized service at sea today.
Hey, beach walkers, grandkid chasers, stair climbers, dance lovers, weekend warriors, and yogis. Your life demands activity, and joint pain shouldn't hold you back. Get personalized joint care that's as unique as you, with high satisfaction rates to prove it. At Memorial Care, your joint replacement patient navigator will be by your side, helping you safely return to more. Like another beach, extra hug, and one more song. More from life is calling with Memorial Care.
Welcome back. As I mentioned, we have Memorial Care here with us and Dr. Shawdeep Tung. Well, welcome. It's nice to see you in person.
Hi, it's a pleasure to see you in person as well. Good morning.
Good morning. All right. Well, we've got, we were talking a little bit off camera about how there's been so much focus on COVID-19 that we really haven't talked much about cancer. And there's so many different types of cancer, and breast cancer being one, in which, of course, we had our October month where we
breast
celebrated.
cancer awareness.
Right. So, but before we get into the topic, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, thank you. Thank you for having me again, Lisa. So as you mentioned, my name is Sean Deepthong. I am a breast surgical oncologist here in Southern California. I primarily work with BreastLink, but also with Memorial Care, and I have been seeing patients down here in Laguna. I was born and raised here in Southern California. However, I did most of my training outside of the state. So now that my beautiful wife Sonia and my beautiful son Jaden, we've moved back here to California, it's awesome to be able to provide everything that I've learned along these years to the community.
Now, we have interviewed other folks from BreastLink as well, so very familiar with them. And now, of course, the Memorial Care, they're partnering up. So how has that changed things? Just, obviously giving us more resources, I assume.
Definitely more resources, which is always a help. I like to tell my patients my wings have gotten a little bigger. The amount of patients that I can see has grown, which is always wonderful. I want to be able to provide patients that have breast cancer with everything that I've learned over the years. And with Memorial Care, we're able to reach more patients, not only in number but in location. Now I'm serving patients down here in Laguna as well, so we can reach patients as far south as San Diego, as far east as Temecula.
Oh, that's great.
And virtually even farther.
Yeah, it's great. That's great. So obviously, breast cancer is one of the #1 cancers.
Very common in women.
Right.
About 1 in 8 women will suffer a breast cancer in their life, which is a pretty high number, about 13%. So it's high enough that we need to be very serious about it. Women and men, quite frankly, not as much screening for men. We're not screening men as we would women, but it's important for everyone to be aware of what's going on with their breast and their breast health.
Right, and so obviously mammograms are very important for us to make sure. And I know during the last 2 years, a lot of people put off going to the doctor in general, and many of them put off their mammograms. And unfortunately, from what I understand, more people have now been diagnosed with maybe advanced stages of breast cancer because they didn't do it.
Right, that's a great point. It's been a tough time for everybody, with just being afraid to be exposed to people, and especially when you're going to a healthcare environment, you worry a little bit more about the people that you run into. So a lot of people put those mammograms off, and unfortunately there are women who will come back, a year and a half, maybe a year late, and we will find things that we perhaps could have found a little sooner. So we are seeing a little bit more advanced disease. One thing that I've been noticing actually, and I don't know if this is a function of COVID or not, but a lot more younger women as well. So some women who may not have actually been getting screened due to their age are also presenting younger, which I think is pretty interesting.
Well, it's unfortunate because most of the women are not going to get their mammograms before the age of 40.
That's right.
And that went from 50 to 40.
That's right.
So at some point, maybe it would even be reduced lower.
So, when it comes to screening mammography, you're right. Age 40 is the age that I recommend all women start at. However, you are going to have some women who are at higher risk for breast cancer. Maybe they have a family history, a mother, an aunt, a sister, or someone who's had cancer maybe younger than the age of 40, in their 30s. Those are the patients that you want to take a closer look at. You want to be aware of the family history, consider genetic testing. Maybe there's something going on from a genetic perspective. And if there is, then definitely want to consider screening a little earlier. Sometimes the problem with screening mammography in younger women is that younger women tend to have more dense breast tissue. And it's tough for the mammogram to see through that tissue. But there are other screening modalities that we can use, such as breast MRI, screening breast ultrasound. So depending on the situation, depending on your age, we can tailor our screening to you, regardless of the age. But you're right. In some instances, screening earlier than 40, is important. And even when we think about colon cancer, we're starting to consider screening earlier.
Okay. Now, you mentioned the breast density, though. Doesn't the 3D mammography help with that?
The 3D mammography definitely helps. It definitely increases the detail of the images that we see, but there's still some areas of density that may hide little calcifications that show up on X-ray the same as that dense breast tissue. So we can try other modalities, as I mentioned, MRI and ultrasound, to not necessarily see what the mammogram can't, but hopefully if there's something to be found, see it with a different screening modality or a different imaging modality, I should say.
Okay. Now, you did mention the testing that can be done, the
Right.
genetic testing.
Right.
Now, is that something that could be discussed with your primary doctor if you are concerned?
Absolutely, absolutely. I think genetic testing is something that we should all be discussing as clinicians at every point of contact. If you can encourage your patient to get genetic testing, especially those high-risk patients, at any point of care, you may be able to find a risk factor for them, for breast cancer, for instance, that may promote the primary care provider to refer to a specialist.
Okay.
Where if they didn't do that testing, the patient may not have any idea of their increased risk and may present at a later stage, as we were discussing earlier. So definitely something that I think the primary care teams can be discussing, but they have a lot on their plate too. So
Yeah.
we, as the breast surgeons, do offer, at least at BreastLink and at our Saddleback Center here in Laguna, the breast center there, we do offer on-site genetic testing, and I do have some training with genetic counseling in regards to breast. So I will counsel my patients, and for those patients that I think can benefit from testing, we can do testing on site, and then I can also refer them to our Saddleback Genetic Counseling Center that's on site for a better, deeper discussion about their history.
Okay, that's great. And then real quickly, let's touch a little bit on self-care. So obviously you may not have that discussion with your primary care physician, and there's lots of things that we could do on our own. So what are some of those suggestions?
So I think some of the most important things are to know your breast. You know, a lot of women who have dense breast tissue, they feel like, well, I always feel lumpy and bumpy breasts. I feel that if I feel my own breast, I'm gonna find things and it's gonna worry me. Well, the key there is, yes, you may have lumpy breasts, you may have very dense breasts, but if you know your breasts very well, eventually subconsciously you're gonna be able to ignore what you're aware of, and you may find something that seems a little off a little sooner than your provider. And every day can help that early detection.
Okay.
And the earlier we find something, the better we do, quite frankly.
Exactly, exactly. Well, thank you so much for the information. It was
You're
good to
very
have
welcome.
you here.
Thank you for having me, and happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I want to say to my wife Sonia and Jaden, hi, love you guys.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you. Take care.
And if you want more information about what we've just discussed, you can go to memorialcare.org/breast. We'll be right back.
The Black Friday Thanksgiving savings event is on. Come in and gobble up the deals before they are gone. Come in today and get 0% APR financing for up to 48 months and no payments for 90 days on select new Hyundais, like a 2022 Elantra. That's right. Buy today with 0% APR and make no payments till next year. Or get up to $1,000 dealer choice cash on select new 2022 Hyundais. Now that's real savings. At Laguna Niguel Hyundai, you always drive home with peace of mind too.
Are your hearing aids not working as well as you'd like? The person who programs your hearing aids is way more important than how much you spent on them. The good news is that we can help. I'm a retired electronics engineer who will precisely reprogram your hearing aids to your unique hearing loss. If that doesn't give you significantly better hearing, I won't charge you a dime. You have nothing to lose and better hearing to gain. So call Hearing Remedy right now and ask for your personal better hearing appointment.
How is life feeling these days? Even if you're active, those little aches and pains can be exhausting. Now there's a new way to experience an ancient healing therapy right in the comfort of your home. Introducing the J&H Lifestyles Infrared Sauna, a beautifully crafted sauna with proven benefits of immune boosting, pain relief, and relaxation. And there are 1- and 2-person models to fit the tightest of spaces, bringing the warmth of infrared sauna therapy to you. Expert installation is available in your area. Just give us a call or visit our website today.
Laguna Woods Dental Care, our goal is to serve and provide dental services to the residents of Laguna Woods. Dr. Mohsen Mahmood is currently specializing in senior dental care from USC Dental School and has been serving the Laguna Woods community for over 16 years. At Laguna Woods Dental, our top priority is your overall wellness, ensuring your current medications do not affect your oral health. We offer a convenient plan for $250 a year that includes exam, x-rays, and all types of cleanings are covered. Our office is located right outside of gate number 3. Come book your appointment today.
Beautiful weather is here, and nothing should stop you from getting outside and doing what you love with who you love, especially arthritic pain and fibromyalgia. At OC Vitality Acupuncture and Integrative Medicine, our experienced and compassionate doctors offer innovative and personalized medical solutions to treat your pain and stiffness. We're conveniently located right next to the Laguna Woods Community Center.
I'm Dr. Dimitri Gruer. Give us a call today to see how we can help you get out of pain and get back to living.
Welcome back. Well, we have Dr. Shivali Panchal Gruer here, who is here on behalf of OC Vitality. Well, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you, Lisa. It's great being here in studio.
Yeah, and I know you just walked across the courtyard to get over here, which is nice because you're super close.
We did. We had a nice little track over.
That is great. Well, thanks for joining us in the studio. And we have talked to you guys before via Zoom, but never here in the studio. So let's go ahead and just tell the audience a little bit about yourself and OC Vitality.
Okay, yeah. I'm Dr. Shivali Panchal Gruer. I'm one of 2 clinical directors in the office. And we target complex cases. We're known as Orange County's third opinion. A lot of times we get patients that come in that have exhausted their opportunities. They've tried doctor after doctor, treatment after treatment, and not really getting anywhere. And so we really, really focus on getting people back living and doing things that they love.
Is the majority of what you do from a homeopathic standpoint, or how would you describe, I mean, if somebody's coming to you after everything else has been exhausted, what would be your description? Is it an alternative?
Yeah, so we do acupuncture and integrative medicine.
Okay.
And so that encompasses so many different things. Now, traditional acupuncturists can look like so many different things. Someone might have had acupuncture, say, 10, 15 years ago for a sore knee or a sprain or something like that. The science has changed over the years. It's such a time-tested science where it's been around for over 5,000 years. That's a long time. There's a lot of data there.
Right.
But the difference is we're really incorporating how the nervous system is engaged. We're using a lot of neuroscience, how the brain, the nervous system, and the body's connected. So we're using a modern approach to a very time-tested, holistic science.
Okay. Well, today we're talking about fibromyalgia, and you know, that's a lot to do with your extremities on your fingers and toes and a variety of different areas in our body. Tell me a little bit about what that is.
Lisa, that is a loaded question. Fibromyalgia looks like so many different things. One day it could be a massive migraine. The next day it could be arm pain. Wow, I just feel like it's a dull and achy pain and it's just not going away. The next day could be calf pain. It could keep you up in the middle of the night, have restless leg.
Wow.
And it could cause insomnia. It could cause digestive issues. There's so many things with fibromyalgia.
And I thought that it was really had to do with, you know, blood circulation. Is it blood circulation?
Well, that's part of it. So part of it is, you know, our blood is coursing through our entire body and it's nourishing everything. But fibromyalgia is a disorder that targets connective tissue. And connective tissue is our ligaments, our tendons, our muscles, even our eyes. Our eyes are connective tissue. So a lot of times fibromyalgia patients will have very dry eyes and they're going to, you know, see their optometrist or ophthalmologist and they're getting these eye drops, they're getting LASIK, they're getting all of these things because their eyes are starting to degenerate because there isn't much moisture with the eyes.
Wow.
So that's how the tissue starts decomposing.
Wow. Now, what made you guys start to focus on fibromyalgia?
Well, personal story. So I experienced fibromyalgia in my late 20s. I was in medical school. That in itself was very rigorous. Classes from 8 a.m. till 10 p.m., Monday through Friday. Also at home, I was taking care of a mentally ill mother, and she required a lot of care, taking her back and forth between appointments. And I just felt like the circus clown juggling so many different things. And at some point, something had to give. And what gave was me. I just was exhausted. I couldn't think straight. I just was always tired. That's something that's one of the, so there's 18 trigger points with fibromyalgia, which is different types of pain syndromes, pain points. But the main thing that's recognizable is something called Fibro Fog. And that's this brain fog. It's just, it almost feels like your brain and your body's disconnected. It's like you're trying to catch up with yourself. And something else comes in and you're trying to still catch up. And it could lead someone to feel very uncomfortable, panic attacks, anxiety. Those are really common symptoms. It's just, you know, what do you do with anxiety? Oh, now I have depression, and now you're taking medication. So it's just this constant cycle. And so that's what I had experienced. And it took me 10 years to really figure out what it was that was happening. Back then, there wasn't the term fibromyalgia. And so I was just running from physician to physician. I grew up in the East Asian culture, so I was directed to a lot of alternative therapies. And that's actually what started getting things changed. There's a gut component, so a lot of times, you know, we have digestive issues, but we're not correcting that, and so that can be the catalyst for a lot of things as well. So I was put on really good, you know, herbal medicines, really good dietary programs. I had to do sleep training and stress management, and just different types of care.
So you know, you mentioned the fog, which could be really misconstrued to be something else. Right, and many of us probably think, oh, well, you know, it'll go away. But then you also mentioned going to your doctor and being prescribed maybe a medication for depression or anxiety, right? But this really could potentially be taken care of in an alternative way.
It really can. And just imagine feeling misunderstood. You know, it's like you're trying to tell somebody that you're not feeling good, but you look perfect on the outside. But that's a lot of it. It's a silent illness. And so a lot of people feel unheard, unrecognized, and even shunned a lot of times. And so they start, you know, feeling guilty. They start feeling that maybe there's something wrong with them, and they start feeling isolated. And that's where it can really start affecting relationships and you know, just relationships with partners and children and parents, and just in the workplace too. It's just, there's a constant needing to prove something, and that is one of the biggest struggles, is not feeling understood.
Super frustrating, I'm sure. That is definite. Now, so you mentioned a lot of different things that could go on with fibromyalgia, but what is the most common, and how would you treat it?
So that's tricky again, because it looks like so many different things. But I would say the most common that would come in is, there's usually 4 things. There's some kind of pain, and it's here one day, it's here the next day, oh, I have a headache. And then there is that brain fog, which is, I just don't feel like I could think straight. There's some kind of sleep issue. So it's like, you know, insomnia, or just waking up 4 or 5 times in the middle of the night because that leg just doesn't stop, you know, acting up. And then there is some kind of digestive issue, whether it be GERD, you know, acid reflux, it could be, you know, colitis, those types of things, that can manifest too. So it usually comes in as 4 different things, and that's where, you know, someone claims himself as being maybe a hot mess. And we love our hot messes. We love to take care of them.
And then the treatment that you would normally provide them for something like this?
So we do acupuncture. Some people are afraid of needles. So now we're looking at fibromyalgia, so it's all about the nerves. So if someone is even sensitive to touch, maybe a needle might not be the right start point. So then we will do a secondary treatment first, which could look like ATP resonance therapy. That is a lot of small currents that are run in a program, and it helps. It's kind of like updating your software, you know. So all of our tissue and our cells are getting updated. They're getting better oxygen, better blood flow, and over time, a person starts feeling better and better. It's like, oh, I feel less stiff today, or I actually was able to sleep through the night, or I got 3 extra hours of sleep even. And so then we start building on that momentum, and then we'll start introducing acupuncture into the mix. We might order some labs to isolate a few things too. We also do functional work. So we might introduce some, do some labs to isolate, maybe there are some gut bugs that shouldn't be there that's causing leaky gut, which is a lot of times you know, part of it. So we'll start correcting that. We'll do the therapy in the office. So it's kind of a collective system of things that we do. It depends on each case.
So what if somebody wanted to come in and they wanted you to give them an evaluation? Can you do that?
Absolutely. So that's what that consultation is. So what we do is we meet with each person, sit with them, go over the specifics of their case. Each story, Lisa, looks so different. And it's amazing to see these people finally show up. You know, they've lost so much hope, but they've actually taken that action to come in and be heard. And so, we'll have that consultation, we'll look at everything that's happened, and we'll see a lot of patterns. There are a lot of patterns that play out, and we'll build a really good strategy. For me, and with fibromyalgia specifically, we need a strategy because every minute is out of control, every day is out of control. So if we can have something that we can anchor to, which is a strategy, then at least we know we're going to get somewhere.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for the information. I appreciate you coming in.
Thank you, Lisa.
You're welcome. If you want more information about what we've just discussed, or you would like a consultation, you can go to ocvitality.com, or you can call them at 949-215-1957. We'll be right back.
Hi, welcome to Pacific Financial Planners. We focus on income replacement for your retirement. We have over 3 decades of professional money management experience. We personalize a plan that's right for you and your family. You only get one shot at retirement. Don't you think you better get it right? So give us a call for your free consultation. We can do this over the phone, via Zoom, or in person.
2 in 3 Alzheimer's disease patients are women. If you or your loved ones are experiencing symptoms of memory loss or confusion, call our clinic today to schedule a free screening. At Tilda Research, you will work with distinguished physicians and researchers like Dr. Ken Deck, who has served the Orange County community for over 40 years. We offer patient stipends and free transportation. Call and schedule your free screening now.
Our Friday movie is called Lady of the Manor, and that is starring Justin Long. You can catch that at 2 p.m. with subtitles, 6 p.m. without subtitles, and that is for Friday. We will not have a ThisDay tomorrow, Thanksgiving, or one on Friday, because those are holidays for us. But I did want to quickly go over some of the closures that are happening here in the village. We have a shot for you. Hopefully you can read that. Most of the centers are closed for both Thursday and Friday. However, you can call the call center, and that is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Friday. The Community Fitness Center is open from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Friday. Then also the clubhouses kind of have varying hours, so you will want to check for that. And the aquatics pools also have varying hours as well. So we just wanted to give you that information. Hopefully all of you will have a happy Thanksgiving tomorrow and the rest of your weekend. Hopefully you're going to be visiting with family, or you're going to be joining friends here in the village. But we wanted to wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving. We are very thankful for all of you watching our programs on Village Television. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we will see you again on Saturday. Bye-bye.
Welcome to OCI Care with Dr. Vyas, Laguna Woods' most trusted premium laser eye surgery and comprehensive ophthalmology center. Located in the heart of the Laguna Woods community, OCI Care specializes in laser cataract surgery, glasses-free cataract surgery, microscopic glaucoma surgery, diabetic eye checks, routine exams, and all your other eye care needs. Dr. Vyas and the OCI Care staff believe in one-on-one care and the patient-physician relationship. Come in for your appointment today for a lifetime of better vision.